Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Tarasha. We are just going to hop right into this because there's been so many things with like DC Studios with their animation, and there is a lot of Batman going on. And we got to talk about those things, and let's hop right into this. DC Studios is like, okay, we're going to give you a whole bunch of animation shows. The fact that we're getting a second season of Creature Commandos, first season was amazing. Then, which already been announced more than a couple of months ago, was a Starfire animation series. Also, Mr. Miracle, another show called Superpowers, and My Adventures with Green Lantern. Then three more got announced like 3 to 4 days ago, I want to say. We are getting a Joker animation show, and the fact that Crypto's having this surgence because of Superman, James Gunn Superman movie, and with Supergirl recently coming out, and I was like, okay. Then, because I told you guys I was reading Absolute Batman, I got done with the first volume, which is called the Zoo. Excuse me. And I like how grittiness of it. I like the fact that it's a whole new universe. And the more I was reading it, I was like, this could be an animation series. And lo and behold, we're getting an animation series. It's in the works. Can't wait. Now Scott Snyder, who has been writing Absolute Batman, is also going to be involved with the show, which is phenomenal. Now with the Joker and Crypto, we know a little bit more. So with Joker Laugh Riot, it will be about a series following Joker and launching his ruthless crusade through Gotham's underworld to discover Batman's killer. That's interesting to me because one thing I've told you guys is that if I hear something interesting and I know it's interesting to my ears, I'm definitely going to sit there, watch it, and express my opinion about it. Now, with crypto, with the fact that, like I said, crypto's becoming a lot more popular. And with crypto, we'll tag along with a group of misfits and tag along with them that live down the block. Love it because crypto is becoming one of my favorite things at the moment. Just seeing him as Superman and how like crypto goes with his own beat. Like he just goes with the flow. Yes, he's chaotic and he doesn't really listen. I mean, he listens to a certain extent, but he is going to listen to Clark and Kara, right? So I love the fact that we're getting these shows. Then I will say this, knowing the fact that I'm a fan of superhero animation, and I was thinking to myself, and I've seen people talk about it, and I had this feeling that people were going to talk about it. Now, we have a lot of Batman coming. I'll talk about that in a minute. And we've also, like, Batman's had animated series. He's had animated films. He's appeared in a lot of stuff when it comes to Justice League. Same thing goes for Superman's had his own. Uh, Even Green Lantern and Wonder Woman has appeared in like feature films when it comes to animation. She's also had two of her own animation shows. She's also had live action. She's also had a live action show in the 80s, somewhat into the 70s, 80s. She would star Linda Carter. So she's been around for decades. Same thing go for Batman, Superman. Superman's had live action movies, shows, and just in general, right? But when it comes to Wonder Woman, she's never had her own live action animated series. And for me, knowing the fact Wonder Woman was one of the biggest reasons why I got into superheroes. Okay, my mom is a fan, like a fan, like she loves Wonder Woman. Okay, she loves it. She was like the first one in the door when it comes to Wonder Woman stuff, when it comes to animated stuff and the live action show. She got me hooked on that show. She owns all the VHSs of that show. She really does. And but when it comes to her being around for decades, the first time that Wonder Woman ever appeared in animation was in the 70s. And through now, right now, in 2026, she's not had her own animation. And what I say about that is hopefully it's coming very soon. And hopefully DC Studios and James Gunn is seeing that there's this fan base that wants to see an animated show. Okay. I also feel like you could explore, she has plenty of stories when it comes to the comic books. You could put that in animation form. You really can. And the fact that you could explore ideas from the mascara, her background with her mom, just her origin in general, and just the stories that we could see in animation form, you could do it. I really think you can. Now, when it comes to, I also feel there's plenty other superheroes that should have their own animation series. Hint the fact that we're getting a Starfire, we're getting uh, Mr. Miracle, we're getting, other ones that I feel like, it's their time to shine, right? Now we're getting a lot of Batman. And I'm happy about, I'm a Batman fan, okay? I'm a fan of Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Green Lantern, Green Arrow. I'm a fan of everything when it comes to like Justice League, and when it comes to outside, when I'm not talking about DC, Marvel. I'm a fan of a lot of these characters. And I feel like I'm also going to be the one to speak up and say, hey, it's okay to be a fan of multiple things, which I am. I'm a fan of a lot of superheroes. When you're a comic book reader like I am, and I try to do my best to keep up, it's it's crazy. A lot of my summer reading right now, because I'm heavily into my summer reading right now, I'm going towards characters that I don't know too much about, or I haven't really hopped into a lot of their stories. Hint the fact that I'm reading Absolute Batman. The next one, I've been reading a lot of Wildcats. I've been a lot of Avengers stuff. There's a lot of stories that I haven't hopped into with a lot of these superheroes. So that's what I've been doing the last like couple of weeks. But when it comes to Batman, this is how much Batman stuff is coming. By the way, if you see me turn this way, it's my phone. When it comes to Batman stuff, we have. I think I put everything in this. So no, I didn't. It's fine. So we have Batman Nightfall. Now, Batman Nightfall will be rated R to my understanding. Um, I don't know. I know a little bit about Nightfall. I just got the comic book. I got volume one. And I mean, I'm only like 3 pages in and I like it already. And it will be a trilogy of movies coming from DC Studios. Now, and to my understanding, this is the one when it's mostly about Bane. And Bane, um, he he escapes a lot of people from Arkham Asylum. Now, a lot of the people that we're going to see is the Riddler. Joker, Scarecrow, Bane, obviously. And I feel like I'm missing some. Two Face. We're also going to see Robin. I I cannot wait for this because anytime when it comes to a Batman animated film, I'm there. We're also getting the second season of Batman Cape Crusader. The first season of I decided to go back and just watch just to refresh my brain because it is coming out July 29th, the second season. And I was like, okay, I need to refresh my brain. I had so much fun with the first season. I love the fact that it's set in a different time. We're seeing the iconic characters and stuff, but I love the story though. I just love it. Then we have Absolute Batman coming out. There's so many things when it comes to Batman. Um what I really want, and this is just my personal opinion, I want a Catwoman animated series. I think it could be done. I really do think so. It could be, you know what? It could be about Catwoman and her relationship with Batman or Bruce Wayne. It could be anything. Because I think when it comes to Catwoman, I just love her story, but I also love just how mysterious she is. I love the fact that she's a thief. I just love those things. I love her relationship with Batman. But when it comes to DC Studios and the fact that yes, I want to see a Wonder Woman and solo animation series. Has it throughout the decades? Yes, she's been in multiple different animation shows and all of that. But she should have her own animated series. She should, I think, in my personal opinion. Because the conversations that I have been in recently when it comes to Wonder Woman, in my personal opinion, Wonder Woman is a badass. Just badass, in my personal opinion. A lot of people look up to Wonder Woman. When I read her stories in the comic books, I'm like, okay, this this has to be somewhat into an animated series. I know that James Gunn said that he's working on it. And hopefully, maybe in the next like year or so, we hear more announcements when it comes to her, right? I do know that a lot of people fan cast a lot about Wonder Woman. I've seen multiple fan casts. I've been seeing a lot of fan casting for Batman, okay? I mean, I've seen so many, but my thing is that yes, they if he has not been casted, I feel like he has been casted. I do feel like that. I do feel like he has been casted because we have had Superman, now Supergirl. I know they're working on multiple movies and multiple shows. I feel like Batman Brave and the Bold, which is the movie that they're working on, I think he has been casted. We just we don't know yet. Okay? But that is all when it comes to DC Studios animation and Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman. And I cannot wait when all of these shows come out and just have fun with it and put my personal opinion on them. And I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. And you guys know around here we talk about the things that we love. Bye.